The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Keep going right at him. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. 180. Goal.
Foles. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Foles. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Foles. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 59 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
180! Go!
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Go!
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Watch it now, Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Leopard! Over!
From the gun on third down, Lauletta. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
Hey, 7 goals!
Here's Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Be alert, be alert. Check. Tonight. Wide in, tonight.
On second down, Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. Great.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Gone! Over! Detroit! Over!
From the gun, here's Larletta. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wright's got it. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bernard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! No. Check. Patriot!
Now a carry for Bernard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Buying time to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Laletta. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Again, here's Bernard. And an alley to run. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now Loletta on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Loletta. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And Lauletta just beating the play clock. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll run again with Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Over.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers get a score closer. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Cook, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A give. This is Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to throw. Rudolph showing the power. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emerson Griffin in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw, Lauletta. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, and got his man complete. It's a big play for the Pack on third. 47 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. And on the ground they go with the running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's Lauletta off play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Foles. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lauletta now to throw it. Being chased out left. And some space here. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. For Lauletta, one final throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.